Hello, students. Today we will be reading a poem which is a very important poem and also very significant in the history of American literature. While going through the poem, you will understand the importance and significance of a person and how he sacrificed his life for his country. The name of the poem is O Captain, My Captain. It is written by Walt Whitman. Now, first, let us know something about the poet. Walt Whitman was an American poet, often called the father of free verse. He is best known for his controversial collection of poems, Leaves of Grass. His other popular works include the novel Franklin Evans, the poetry collection Drum Taps, the political work Democratic Vistas, and so on. So you should understand by the writings that he has composed, the poems that he has written, or whatever works he has done, that all his works have been very socially and politically relevant, which means there will be controversies, or which means there will be issues which will be actually dealt with a lot of sensitivity, and he has done so. The poem was first published in the pamphlet sequel to Drum Taps that contained 18 poems on the American Civil War. And this O Captain, My Captain is also on the background of the American Civil War. This poem now, as we are going to start the journey about the poem. Why I am using the term journey? Because it's about a voyage, it's about a journey, it's about a ship, it's about a captain and people associated with it. So journey word is very important while we are starting the poem. The poem O Captain, My Captain celebrates and commemorates both Abraham Lincoln, the most influential president of America, and his sacrifice in the wake of his assassination in 1865, just 5 days after the end of American Civil War. So the fact that America vouched victorious and became victorious after the Civil War was something that led to the assassination of the American president, who sacrificed his life for the welfare and development of the country. Now, let us start with the poem. O Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is won. The port is near, the bells I hear, the people all exulting. While follow eyes the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring. But oh heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red, where on the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. In the first stanza, the main protagonist, or rather the poet here, we can say the poet, he is mourning the loss of the captain, that is Abraham Lincoln in this context. After the dreadful Civil War has come to an end, and the fearful trip is referred to as the dreadful Civil War. After that, USA has gone through all the problems and difficulties, all the dark phases, and now they have won. Their objective is achieved. But in that attempt, the captain, the anchor of the ship, has lost his life. They have come home and they can hear the bells. The bells here means the pleasant signals, the good signals, the signals which are indicating their victory. The people are now enthusiastic. They are eagerly waiting for the person who is the main cause of their victory. They want to greet him. They want to meet him. They want to be. They want to just be amazed by the splendor and grace of the person who has brought them so much glory and fame. They want to be personally interacting with him. But unfortunately, the person is no more. While follow eyes the steady keel. Keel has been thrown off the ship so as to keep the ship stable. The keel here is a part of underside of a boat which has been thrown off so as to keep the ship stable, and the eyes are following the keel which is moving in a particular direction. The vessel grim and daring. Here the vessel means the ship which is grim and daring. Actually it means USA. Actually it means the environment of United States, which is not in a very healthy mood. Though they have won the war, but still on the backdrop of it, Abraham Lincoln and his assassination was actually a very drastic and a very tragic event for the history of America. Then also the poet states that the drops of red blood, which signifies the passion and the intensity by which people actually sacrifice their lives. All the soldiers who were there in the Civil War have sacrificed their lives. They have sacrificed their families and to lead it. And the person who is the leader of it is Abraham Lincoln. He has also sacrificed his life. So the captain's body is lying there on the ship, and it is as if Abraham Lincoln is lying there on the ship and he's dead and blood is oozing out from his body. It's a very grim sight. It's a very sorry sight. The captain was supposed to be praised for his fearless nature, but alas, he's no more to accept his appreciation, and he's lying there fallen, cold and dead. Let's go to the second para. O Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you the flag is flung. For you the bugle trills. For you bouquets and ribbon wreaths. For you the shores are crowding. For you they call the swaying mass, their eager faces turning. Here, Captain, dear father, this arm beneath your head. It is some dream that on the deck you've fallen cold and dead. Next, the poet is trying to make his captain awake, trying to make his captain realize that they have won and he needs to celebrate the victory. He is telling the captain that you need to now stand up, because you will only unfurl the flag of getting liberated, the flag which symbolizes freedom, which symbolizes liberty, which symbolizes rights, which symbolizes a lot of things. So that flag needs to be unfurled by you. You need to unfurl that flag. And also, you must understand and you must feel the passion and the intensity through which you have helped us to win the war. The poet here is very emotional, and he actually is in a very sensitive state of mind where he is trying to appreciate the sacrifice of a great person, of a very influential person for America. He also tells that the people are there, they are eagerly waiting for you, they want to greet you. You are the cause for our victory. So please wake up, because everybody is there with bouquets, with flowers, with garland of flowers and with ribbons. They have all crowded only because of you, and you are laying here. It's a very sorry sight, but the poet is obviously trying. The person is obviously trying to wake up the captain, because the captain is needed at this hour. For he also tells the captain, dear father, kindly understand that it is very important for you to express yourself, to showcase yourself in front of the people, because the people believe in you, they have trust in you, and you are the spokesperson for so many people of America. It is some dream that on the deck you have fallen cold. So dream, it's a dream. It is not reality. He is not going to believe that actually the captain, or Abraham Lincoln in this case, has fallen dead, is no more. He is not going to believe. So I think, according to the poet, it is a kind of a dream. It's kind of an imagination that Abraham Lincoln, or rather in this context, in this poem's context, the captain is no more. So the poet is not going to take it up. The poet knows that Abraham Lincoln uh, may have sacrificed his body, but the passion, the intensity, and his soul will ignite the minds and the heart of so many American people, and they will always remember him even after he is no more. Now let's start the concluding stanza. My captain does not answer, his lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arm, he has no pulse nor will. The ship is anchored safe and sound, its voyage closed and done. From fearful trip, the victor ship comes in with object won. Exalt the shores and ring of bells, but I with mournful tread walk the deck. Captain lies, fallen cold and dead. Now, the next and the last stanza here, the poet knows that the captain is no more, the lips are not moving, he cannot feel the pulse, and each and every organ of the body has stopped moving, has stopped causing any kind of motion. So it suggests that the captain has fallen cold and dead. He's no more. Though the journey is over, the fearful journey, the war is over. After the war has ended, the life has stopped. The person is no more only after the objective, winning the civil war, has been done. And the ship here means America is safe and secured. America here refers to the ship, which is now safe and secured, and the journey is done. We have emerged as victorious, but the person, the reason behind that victory is no more with us. Which obviously, the people, those who are jubilant, they're excited, they also have at the back of the mind the fact that Abraham Lincoln, the person who has actually raised this kind of uproar or revolt, and for which the Civil War became very important and very essential for the history of America, that person is no more with them. Exult, O shores, and ring, O bells. Bells will ring again. The shores are also trying to appreciate. The shores are also trying to felicitate your achievement, felicitate your sacrifice. So the shores and bells are suggestive of the fact that America has gone through such tough and difficult phases, but now it is in safe hands. But the person who has actually caused this kind of uproar and revolt and has led the country to war and led the country also to a victory is no more. But the poet says that I am very sad, and therefore very slowly and very in a manner which suggests a lot of pause, a lot of stopping and going very slowly. So there is a kind of a languish manner in which the poet tries to move from the deck. He is going to the place, he is returning back to home, but in a very sad, in a very melancholic, and in a very tragic state of mind, because all the people are rejoicing, but the poet is not. He is mourning. He is obviously, it does not mean that the other people, the other citizens of America, are not mourning, but his mourning is more intense. His mourning is more emotional, and he is more touched by the loss, by the grief that has somehow overswayed him, and therefore the euphoria of victory, the fact that the victory has somehow gripped the American minds and hearts, has also a bad news with it, is that the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. Therefore, the poem suggests that sometimes people need to commit, or people need to do something extraordinary to bring change in a society, in a community, or in a nation. It is very important through this poem to make us understand and realize that we need to do something extraordinary, something out of the box, so that we can bring a change, or we can bring a reform in the country, in the society, or in the community. And we must not accept what is going on, rather, we must revolt and rebel. And we will emerge victorious if we have the will and determination to do it. Hope this explanation will help you in framing the question and answers. We will come back with our next video. Thank you and have a nice day.